A torn slip of paper skates under my door as the last stub of my candle gutters. I close my book and scurry to the door, my bare feet chilled by the cold stone. Only one word is scribbled and ink-smudged on the paper. Stables. I've just read it when the last flicker of the candle dies. With a little grin, I swap my long woolen nightgown for my grey maid's uniform, the routine so ingrained I can easily tie my apron strings in the dark. By feel, I shove under my pillow the book let's call it borrowed from the Royal Library. Then I pull on my work boots and hurry to the stables as the last stars burn in the slowly lightening sky, grateful that the wind streaming in from the river has kept its late summer warmth. When I reach the giant, whitewashed stable doors, a hand reaches out and yanks me around the corner into a deeper pocket of darkness. I yelp, my fingers going to my apron pocket, but when I hear the low, familiar chuckle behind me, I leave my knife where it is. "Rowan!" "Sorry," he says, sounding the opposite. "You were about to give us away." I twist to face him just as he adds, "Come on," and pulls me down the side of the stables to a smaller door at the back. An empty stall glows with the light of one small candle set carefully on the newly swept floor. Next to it rests a polished wooden chessboard. My eyes light up. I scramble to the far side of the stall and sit down beside the black-painted set of figures. I've only got an hour before morning rounds. It won't be the first night I've missed sleep entirely between reading and meeting Rowan. "Plenty of time for me to beat you," he replies, dropping to the floor behind the ivory set. There's enough light to see him now, his untidy blonde hair, the dark shadow of stubble along his jaw, his full lips curled into a challenging smile, and of course, his sparkling blue eyes, full of what Melly calls the devil's mischief, but which have always seemed harmless to me. Any royal who's willing to be friends with a maid can't be that bad. His clothes are rumpled, his shirt falling open at his throat, which should make him look more mess than prince, but instead gives him a dishevelled charm. It's obvious he's been up, or at least busy, all night. "So," I say, arching a brow, what were you doing? You've obviously not been to bed." Rowan turns his attention to the board, agonizing over his first move, and doesn't answer, but his ears turn pink. Shameless. He shrugs. "What else am I supposed to do? Cedric's off in his own world. Belle barely talks to me. Asher's busy being commander of the guard or whatever bullshit father set him to. And Soren..." He cuts himself off abruptly. But I know what comes next. And Soren is dead. It's been 6 months since Prince Soren fell, or, if the rumors are true, jumped from the old tower. My heart aches for Rowan. He wasn't close to his eldest brother. As heir, Soren was busy learning the business of the kingdom, but he looked up to him. Everyone did. Prince Soren was the golden son of the kingdom of Lumaria, handsome, confident, kind. His death rocked the entire kingdom, and that made it even harder for Rowan. It wasn't just his grief he had to deal with. It was everyone's. It also doesn't help that they looked so similar. For a while, Rowan said he could barely stand his own reflection. As I play my first turn, I ask, "How's the king feeling?" King Octavius has been seen little since Soren died. No one knows exactly what his ailment is, but it's clear Soren's death has taken a toll on his health. "I haven't talked to him in a couple of days. He hasn't wanted visitors." Rowan plays a pawn. "But I hope he's building his strength, because there was another protest yesterday. He has to respond." "I thought Prince Asher sent troops." Rowan rakes a hand through his light hair. "He did, but that's all he can do without father's approval. And who says troops are the answer anyway? It's not as if we want actual violence. The protests have been peaceful so far,